So guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Ibrahim, of course, my take on Africa. But currently, I'm trying to bring, you guys up to date with the current news, with the Democratic primaries. We all know we're supporting Bernie Sanders. Bernie believes that, Medicare should be for everybody. Healthcare should be a right, not a privilege. That's the belief. And I think that's what, as human beings, we should all be very caring and loving, to make sure that everybody has the right to live a normal life. And that's what Bernie stands for. Bernie wants to eradicate college loans. For you that have kids, going to college, that's the thing that wakes you up at night thinking how you're going to pay through college. Your kids come out of college and they have to worry about that debt. And that debt lives with them for a very long time. They can't even afford to buy a good home or a nice home or, drive a good car because all they're thinking about is paying that debt. Well, Bernie Sanders is the man for these times in America currently. People are suffering. People are lagging behind. A lot of people are having a lot of hard times. And Bernie says he is the one who's going to redeem the American people and he's going to bring back the dreams of the American people. So this is what is happening. The establishment is fighting Bernie. They feel like you're taking power away from them. This is the thing with the American politics. The Democrats don't care if they can destroy, if they're going to destroy the Democratic Party. All they care about is holding on to power. They don't care if Donald Trump wins the next election. They don't care about that as long as Bernie Sanders is stopped, because they know that Bernie is going to change the status quo. Bernie is for the average man, average woman, for the average American, the working people. That's what Bernie Sanders stands for. So there's been a lot of infighting. We saw Pete Buttigieg, who was the mayor of South Bend, who was contesting for the presidency just yesterday actually, dropped out of the campaign. Amy Klobuchar, who was also running from Minnesota, dropped out of the campaign. They've pushed their weight behind Joe Biden just because Joe Biden won the South Carolina. Oh, big deal. After 32 years in politics, he has never won a state before, a primary before. This is the first time he won a primary. Oh, for over 40 years in politics. And they're all excited. Oh, Joe Biden is the man who's going to beat Donald Trump. That's not true. Joe Biden is not going to excite the base. He's not going to excite young people. He's not going to excite nobody to come out and vote November elections. That is why I'm appealing to you guys. I am appealing to you guys. Please, you're a citizen. You know you can vote. Register. Go make sure you know where you should vote. Cast your vote. Bernie Sanders is going to be the man who can dominate, the political climate in the United States and change the lives of the suffering people, the working class people. Bernie Sanders wants to raise the minimum wage, guys. This is what this is all about. This is about the livelihood of Americans for the next 20, 30 years to come. Because we all know if the Republicans grab onto power, none of these changes are going to be possible. Nobody's going to have a free college, nobody's going to have a Medicare for all. Yes, we might pay a little bit more in taxes, but everybody would be insured. We should be ashamed of ourselves to know that our neighbors could not afford to go to the hospital if they are sick. Just because you have health care and everything else doesn't mean, you should be complacent and not worry about nobody else. So guys, it's very important that you go out and vote. Bernie Sanders is the man to be. If the Democrats mess up with Bernie and Bernie loses that loses this election because they have super delegates, what they call super delegates, even if he wins the primaries but does not come up with 1,991, the magic number, which means it's the plurality. If he doesn't come up with those numbers, then definitely they're going to have the super delegates come and vote who they want to. So it's against the will of the people. But I'm going to leave it right here, guys. Go register to vote. Bernie is the man for the day. Bernie Sanders, go to his campaign, make a donation, okay? BernieSanders.com, make a donation, $25, $5, whatever you have. Donate to his campaign and take it from there. Bye-bye, guys. Love you all. I'll see you again, okay? Tell your friends to subscribe to the channel, and we'll take it from there. Bye-bye.